I'm going to record. All right. Thank you for joining 45 minutes of Mat Pilates today. Meet me down on your mat. We're going to start today in a seated position. Oh, all right. So we're going to start in a seated position. We're going to do some warm-ups with the hips and the waist. So we're going to plant our feet down. And I want you guys to notice today how your feet are feeling on the floor. So I want you to feel the inside of your toes, meaning the inside of your foot and the outside of your foot. So we're placing our feet evenly from the from toe to toe of the ball of the foot, if that makes sense. Feet are gonna be hip width apart, knees are bent, hands are gonna come right by our side. We're sitting up nice and tall as if someone is lifting us up through the spine. And just from here, guys, I want you to just start finding your C curve, rocking your C curve back, and then coming back up to seated, sitting up really beautifully, nice and tall in the hips. So the movement is just right here, right now, in the hips. We're gonna rock ourselves back, find your C curve, elongate through the lower back as much as you can, press the belly button back, and then come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. Let's do it 3 more times. Exhale, filling up your air with your balloon with air. Inhale, come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. Just really warming up that the pelvis, the lower abs, really working into that C curve. Come back up to seated. 1 more time. Exhale as you roll back. From here, guys, we're gonna raise up our right hand and then lower it back down. Raise up your left hand. We're gonna do this a couple more times. Reach the hand up. We're still finding that C curve from the crown of the head all the way down to the tailbone. Now let's try for both hands this time. Raise it up. And now hands come back down. Your head and neck are in line with your spine. We got 2 more here. Raise it up. And then lower 1 more time. Raise it up. Nice job, nice job. Hands come back down to the knees, roll it up, come back up to seated. This time we're gonna roll it down. I'm gonna take this off because you can't see my hips well enough, but I really wanna make sure I'm demonstrating as much as I can, even though my lower back is not that flexible at all. Hands come behind the knees, roll down a little bit further this time, roll the hands back. We're gonna do the same thing, same hand movements with the right arm up and lower it down. Raise the left arm up. And you may notice a lot more shaking this time, really holding on to that C curve. Left arm raises. You may feel a little bit of that tremoring. That's okay. Both hands raised. Lower it back down 2 more times. Raise it up. Right. 1 more time. Both arms raised. Nice job. From here, we're going to take our hands behind our legs and roll all the way down. I want you to find the center of your mat here. I'm going to shift myself down. Find the center of your mat. Bring your heels closer to your hips, and we're going to articulate up through the spine and then roll it down through the spine. So we're articulating up from the tailbone, vertebrae by vertebrae. We raise, and then we come down vertebrae by vertebrae. Hands are going to be down by your side. Raise it up. And then exhale, lower it down. Here we go again. Inhale, raise up the hips, articulating up through the spine, coming up to where the shoulder line, and then roll it down through the spine. We have 2 more. Inhale, raise it up and articulate. Roll it down. Nice job. 1 more time, and we're going to move into toe taps after this. Inhale, raise it up, and then exhale, lower it all the way back down. Really trying to articulate vertebrae by vertebrae. Bring the knees into the chest. Hands come to the top of the knees. Rock yourself side to side. We're going to do some toe taps here. If you want to, you can raise up the head and neck. Bring the legs to tabletop position. We're keeping that lower back planted on the mat as we do this. Hands can come behind the head. Or if you get sore, guys, or if it's too much, you can lower it down. We're going to tap the toe down and then raise it up, tap the toe. For modified version, you can bring the feet closer to the hips. For more advanced version, you can raise the toes up. But I really want you guys to focus on keeping that lower back planted on the mat. We have 8 more. 7. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Here's 4. And 3, and 2. We're gonna move into frog legs. So we're gonna bring the toes together, knees apart. We're gonna flex the feet and then press the legs away and then draw it back together. Press. So the knees are wide, my heels are together, my feet are flexed. I'm pressing my heels away from me. We're still keeping our lower back planted on the mat. So if you want to, legs can shoot up towards the ceiling. or they can be more out on a diagonal, but I want you guys to focus on keeping that lower back planted. Head and neck can be raised up here if you want to, or you can lower it down if you're tired, or you can also alternate for 3. We have 2 more. And last one. Nice job, guys. Legs extend from here. Feet are still turned out, heels together. I want you to flex on point. Flex the feet on point the feet. Here's 4. On 3. We're going to move into the Pilates 100. On 1. But first, bring the knees into the chest, lower the head and neck down. Look side to side, release the neck. Extend the legs either to bent knees, extended, or feet open like a book, heels together, toes apart. Hands are going to be down by your side. Lift up the head and neck. And when you do, reach the arms forward and start pumping. We inhale for 4 through the nose and exhale through the mouth like we're filling up a balloon with air. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So here, guys, also the head and neck can stay up. I want you to gently raise up the neck. Keep the chin a little further away from the neck. Try not to round and drop the chin all the way down. And also you can continue to alternate raising up and lowering down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale for more than halfway through. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Yes, you can. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down. I want you to flex and point. So we're just articulating through the ankle and point. Legs can be in parallel or they can be in turned out position. Point. 2 more. Flex and point. Last time. Flex and hold it here. We're going to plant the left foot down on the floor. We're just going to take some plies. They're similar to our frogs and that we're flexing the foot and we're really thinking about pressing the heel up towards the ceiling. Here is 6 and press, giving the abs a little bit of a break here and press. I also want you to think about pulling the knee down towards the outside of the frame of the body. Press. 2 more. Plie and press. And you may notice a little bit of shaking here too as we do this. And press. Nice job, guys. We're going to come into leg circles. So make sure the bottom foot is parallel here. The top leg comes parallel. Hands are going to be down by your side. We're going to cross all the way to the left and then out to the right and then raise it back up. Knee can be bent here if you want to or leg fully extended. We have 7 more. Here we go. Cross and up. Cross and up. We're trying to keep the hips really still here. And up. Cross and up. Cross and up. Last time, cross and up. Let's set it the opposite direction. So we cross the outside of the frame of the body and then inside. 6 more. Cross and up. Cross and up. Cross and up. Really trying to keep those hips still. Cross and up. Last time, cross and up. Leave that leg extended. Grab on behind the hamstring or the calf muscle. And I want you guys to walk yourself up the leg. We're doing climb the tree, coming up to a nice seated tall position through the spine. And then we're going to articulate down just like we did in our warm-up from the hips first, C curving all the way back down. So I want you to use the leg to climb up, but I also want you to think about reaching the leg long to help you come up to a seated position. So we're reaching the leg away. It's going to assist us to climb up and then we climb our hands all the way back down. 2 more, guys. Inhale, reach up. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Sitting up nice and tall. Press the foot into the hands here. Elongating the arms, feeling the stretch in the calf, the hamstring. 1 more time. 1 more time. Roll all the way down. And then roll it all the way back up, coming up to a nice seated tall position. Right hand grabs on, left hand reaches to the back. Find your twist. Nice job, guys. We're going to come down for a hamstring stretch, coming back to center. Roll down through the spine. I want you to continue to hold on to the leg. Grab onto the hamstring, calf muscle, ankle, and gently pull the leg towards you. And if you want to, you can extend the bottom leg long here. Finding a hamstring stretch, you can roll out the top ankle if you want to. Roll out the ankle opposite direction. And we're also going to take the leg out to the side. So we're going to move from the center all the way out to the side, finding a stretch of the inner thigh. We're going to hold it for 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Bring it back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. We're going to do the other side. Plant the feet down on the mat. Extend the left leg up or the opposite of whatever you just did. Give me a flex and a point, flex and point, flex and point. Here we go with our plies. Flex the foot, and I want you to turn the toes out just a little bit. So we're rotating the leg in the hip socket, but from the upper thigh. Bend the knee so it drops to the side of the body, flex the foot, and then press the heel up toward the ceiling, really elongating through the knee. Plie, and then extend. Plie, and extend. Arms are down by your side. Flex. Plie, push it away, pull it down, and then press it up. 2 more, guys. Plie, and press. We're going to move into our leg circles right after this one, so make sure the legs are in parallel. Extend the bottom leg a little bit longer. Draw a circle. I want you guys to imagine you have a marker on your big toe and you're drawing a big circle from side to side, trying to keep those hips as still as possible. My hips are really moving today. Circle, circle, one more circle. And let's send the leg opposite direction, circling to the outside to the inside for 6 and 5. I want you also to imagine you're drawing big circles with a marker, but you're also just moving the leg, the femur bone in the hip socket. Last one. Nice job. Bring it back up to center. From here, we're going to climb the tree. So we're going to shift the leg forward and we're going to reach the leg long as we climb up. Try not to come up with too much momentum. But when you arrive, press the leg, press the ankle into the hands or the calf into the hands, really elongating the arms, coming up to a nice tall seated position. And then we shift a little bit back onto our sit bones and then C-curve down through the spine as our hands come all the way down. 3 more times. Here we go. Draw the chin up to the chest, reach the leg forward, come on up. Come up to your tree and then roll all the way down. 2 more times, guys. Here we go. Reach up, roll up without momentum, with strength from the powerhouse. Roll it down 1 more time. Here we go. Yes, you can. Roll it up, walk it up. Coming up to a nice tall seated position. Grab onto your ankle with your left hand this time. Reach your right hand to the back, find your twist. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, drawing the right hand back, walk yourself down, coming back down into a stretch. Grabbing on behind the hamstring, calf muscle, or your ankle. You can extend the bottom leg long here. Once you arrive, roll the ankle out. Roll the ankle opposite direction. Nice job. From here, we're going to take the leg out to the side to find the stretch in the inner thigh. Only drop over as far as it's comfortable for you, as far as you can. Holding for 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Bring the knees into the chest. Hug the knees in for a second, rock side to side. We're going to do the roll up. So if you need to, you can keep your feet planted or your legs are extended with your feet and your feet are flexed. Either way, hands are reaching up toward the ceiling. We're going to reach our hands forward and we're rolling up through the spine here, articulating forward. And we're going to pulse forward 3 times. Pulse 1, 2, 3. Nice job, guys. Right into our C-curve as we roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way back down onto our mat. We have 3 more to go. You can reach your hands back overhead. Keep your rib cage down. Don't let this area pop up and out. Reach the hands up, from the chin to the chest. Inhale, reach all the way up and over. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Come back up to seated. Roll all the way down. Not back up to seated. We're finding our C-curve right as we come out of it. Roll up through the spine. So we're holding onto that C-curve here. 3, 2, 1. Reach the hands in opposition as you automatically C-curve all the way back down. 1 more time, guys. Yes, you can. Reach the hands back. Inhale. Reach all the way up. Nice job. Rolling all the way back down. Articulating down through the spine. We're going to do the roll over. So send the legs up towards the ceiling if you're uncomfortable with this. And I want you to watch me for this first demonstration, but if you're uncomfortable with this, you can always be here. Every single time we do a rollover, I just want you to practice pressing up, pressing your hands down into the floor and lifting up through the lower abs and the hips up towards the ceiling. For the demonstration, I'll show you. We're going to send our legs out to a 45-degree angle. Feet are going to be together to start. We're going to send the legs back up and overhead. Feet are parallel to the floor. Open your feet hip width apart. Flex your feet. From here, you can use your hands to slide your hips down through to come all the way back down, or you can bring your hands down to the floor. So either or. Feet are hip width apart. Draw them to a 45-degree angle. Draw them together, and then reach back overhead. All right, guys, I'm gonna come down. We're gonna do it all together 3 times. That's it. Here we go. Reach out to your 45-degree angle. Keep that lower back planted on the mat. As you do, reach up into the back. Feet open, hands are to the hips for support. Flex your feet here, and then start articulating down through the spine with control. Draw your feet forward and together, and then reach back overhead, feet parallel. Feet open, hip width apart. Flex your feet and articulate down through your spine. One more time, draw your feet forward, reach up into the back. Yes, you can. Open your feet, hip width apart. Flex your feet and then roll down through the spine. Nice job. Hug your knees in. Nice job. Lower your head and neck down. Look left and right to release the back of your neck and your head. Draw your left hand to your right knee, right hand to the ankle. We're going to do single leg stretch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. If you want to, you can raise up the head and neck. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Here, 6, and 5, and 4. We're going to move into the double leg stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Lower the head and neck down for a second. Look left and right. Release. Reach your arms and legs long in opposition. Swoop your hands around. Draw your knees into your chest. So I'm pulling my knees in. I'm activating my biceps and my pectoral muscles a little bit as I pull my knees in. Reach your hands and legs in opposition. Swoop your hands around. As we reach here, you can totally keep your head and neck down. Bring your knees into your chest. Swoop down. Hold on one second. I'm just going to demonstrate and explain something for a second as we do this. As you reach your arms and legs long, we're trying to create this bowl shape. So we're still trying to hollow out the abs as much as possible and create this bowl shape from the fingertips to the feet. So swoop the arms around. Here we go. We have 4 more. Join me here now. Reach in opposition. Inhale. Exhale, swoop. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. 2 more, guys. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. 1 more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, swoop. Single straight leg stretch. Extend the right leg up. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull. Here we go for 8, and 7, and 6, and 5. Nice. And 4. I can see you. 3. Beautiful work. 2. And last one. Bring the knees in. Lower the head and neck down. Look right enough. Release the neck. Double straight leg stretch. Bring the hands underneath the hips. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Knees can be bent, fully extended, or feet open like a book so the heels are together. Keeping that lower back planted on the mat. We're going to lower and lift for 2 counts. Lower down for 2 and up for 2. If you want to raise up the head and neck, you can. Raise it up. If the legs are extended, I want them to be working like darts. So they're reaching long away from the hips. They're reaching across the room. Here's 4. And 3. And I know I always mention keeping the head and neck lifted or lowering down or alternating. Give me 1 more here. I really mean it because I don't want you guys to strain your neck and I want you to get the most out of it. And I also want you to build strength, bring the knees into the chest. Remove the hands from underneath the back. Nice job, guys. We're going to go into the crisscross. So press your hands together. Draw your hands behind your head. The thumbs come down the sides of the neck and we're going to switch and switch. Drawing the shoulder up off the mat, and I want you to think about reaching the elbow towards the shin or the midway point in the calf muscle. So not towards the knee, but a little bit lower. Let's pick up the tempo for 8. Here we go for 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Nice. Incredible job. Hands to the knees. Rock side to side, massage the lower back. Hands are going to come to the tops of the knees and we're going to draw some big knee circles. And then circle the opposite direction. We're going to go back into that spinal articulation and do some leg kicks next. So placing the feet down on your mat. We're really going to C-curve, draw the pelvis up and then round up through the spine. And then we're going to articulate all the way down the spine. Last thing to come down is your tailbone. Drop your pelvis forward and then round it back, scoop it up, and then reach your hands back overhead. And now articulate all the way down through the spine. Really trying to articulate vertebrae by vertebrae. Here we go. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. So this isn't about just lifting up the hips here. We're really thinking about articulating and lifting up vertebrae by vertebrae, just like a string of pearls. Nice job. Lower the hips all the way down. The right leg is going to work, but I want you guys here, we're not going to push up into a bridge, but I want you to focus on pressing your heel of the left foot into the floor. We're going to flex our foot up and then point it down. Flex it up and then draw it down. So leg is straight as we do this. And we're also flexing up. So as you come up, you're feeling the stretch in the hamstring, the calf muscle. Here's 4. And I want you to press into the left heel to activate the left glute. 2 and 1. Nice job. Give me 2 more. Nice job, guys. Cross the right leg over the left. We're going to come into reclined pigeon. So thread your hands through. Draw the shape back towards you. You can rock side to side here if it's comfortable. And we're going to go into a spinal twist from here. So dropping your right foot over to the left side. We're going to send the foot down to the floor. From here, just take your spinal twist. Arms can come up overhead and look away from your legs here. If this is uncomfortable, you can just stack the knees. Nice job. Hands are going to come behind the head, just like in our crisscross. Clasp your hands behind you, thumbs down the sides of the neck, and we're going to do some oblique crunches. 8 times. Here's 8. Keeping the elbows nice and wide. Keeping the chin up towards the ceiling, not tucking it down. Here's 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Now with control, I want you to take your hands down by your side. Your elbows can be down on the floor here. We're going to use our obliques to drop our knees down to one side, not all the way, and then draw them back at the center, and then drop them over to the other side. The goal here is to keep our knees even, and I don't want them to go all the way down. We're just kind of activating the obliques, and then with control, pulling them back up. And the goal is to try to keep our knees even. There's a tendency for one knee to fall back, but I want you guys to try to keep those knees even in each direction. And you can use your arms for support here to try to articulate and draw the knees back at the center. So you can use the back side of your body to help you achieve this. And you're keeping both shoulders down on the floor. Let's do one more in each direction. Nice job. Last one, and we're gonna go into the other side. We're gonna repeat our bridge articulation. Bring your knees into the chest, hug them in, stretch it out for a second, and drop your feet back down. Here we go, guys. We're gonna roll it up through the spine. Here we go. Articulate up, draw your hands up overhead, and then roll it down through the spine. We have 3 more. Articulate up, and then roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower it down. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale, lower it all the way back down. Nice job. Right foot is planted, left leg is extended. We're going to flex it up and point it down. Flex and point. Press the right heel into the floor as we do this. Flex the foot on the way out. Leg is extended. Keep pressing the right heel into the floor. Last one. Nice job. Kick it up. Bring it all the way down. Cross the left foot over this time. Draw that shape back towards you. Pigeon pose on the other side. You can roll your ankles out here if you want to. And when you're ready, drop the shape over to find your twist. Arms can come up overhead and you can look away from your legs. Oh, this feels so good. And every time I'm here, I just feel like I want to yawn. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to do the knee raises from side to side. Oh, oblique crunches first. Hands come behind the head. Here we go for 8 and 7, 6, 5. Exhale on the way up. 3, 2, last 1. Nice job. Hands can come down by your side. Raise up your legs. We're going to do 4 drops in each direction. So lowering down and then raising back up. Use your oblique muscles here to lift your legs back up the center. And the legs do not have to come all the way down. As a matter of fact, I prefer it because we don't want to get into the spine here. We really want to keep the work in the obliques and the powerhouse. Arms can be down by your side. Use your arms and your shoulders to help assist you in lifting back your knees back at the center. Last 2. Nice job, guys. Bring your knees into your chest. From here, we're going to bring our hands behind our knees and we're going to roll up and we're going to come into rolling like a ball. So hands are gonna come toes together, knees are gonna be apart, hands to the front of our shins, press back into rolling like a ball. And if and when you're ready, you can roll down, finding a smooth, soft roll here, and roll up. 4 more times, here we go, roll up, and roll up. Find your balance, 3, and 2, pressing the shins in the hands, last one. Nice job. We're gonna come up, press your feet into butterfly pose, and come on down and forward. Nice long spine here. Reach your chest down towards your feet. Nice job, guys. We're gonna come into our teaser next. So bringing our feet back up, we're gonna bring our legs up to tabletop position, and we're gonna roll down. If you wanna watch me for the demonstration here for the first one, you totally can. Everything, actually, we're gonna plant the feet down. Everything is gonna come up at the same time, roll up. If you want to extend your legs long here, bend your knees, and everything comes down at the same time. The movement initiates from the core when we roll down, so it starts from the pelvis and everything comes down after that at the same time. Here we go. Reach the hands back, 1, 2, 3, and up. Once you're up, extend your legs if you want to. Reach your hands, bend your knees, articulate down through the spine. 3 more times. Here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3, and up. Nice job. Reach your legs, reach your arms. Bend the legs. Nice job. Roll down. 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Yes, you can. Here we go. And up. Reach the legs. Reach the arms. Nice job. Roll all the way down. 1 more time. Yes, you can. Come on up. Hold it. Extend for 3, 2. Hands come behind the knees. Walk yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest. Hands are going to come underneath the hips, and we're going to do the corkscrew. Extend the legs up towards the ceiling. So we have markers back on those big toes, and we're going to draw a watermelon or a beach ball in each direction. Big circle to the left and to the right. Drawing to the left, bring it back up the center, drawing to the right, and back up the center. The hands are underneath our hips here for support for that lower back. 1 more circle in each direction. Nice job. All right, bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side 1 more time. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Hands are gonna come behind the hamstrings, and we're gonna roll up as one piece of steel, roll all the way up. Nice job. Cross your legs underneath you, and we're gonna come to tabletop position to come into a forearm plank. So hands, let's bring the forearm down to our mat. We're gonna plug 1 foot back and then plug the opposite foot back, coming into our forearm plank here. We're gonna hold it for 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2. We're gonna press up into full plank and then press back downward facing dog. Nice job. From here, we're gonna move into wide angle forward fold on our mat. So I just want you to find the width of your mat, or you can do it from wherever you are. Wide angle forward fold, the feet are very wide, much wider than hip width apart. The toes are slightly turned in, and we're hinging forward at the waist, allowing the tailbone to shoot up towards the ceiling and relaxing the back, the arms, the shoulders, the head, the neck down. Nice job. From here, guys, we're gonna walk our hands all the way over to the right, reaching specifically our left hand over to the right foot, and then come back to center, and then walk all the way over to your left foot. Right hand is reaching towards that left foot. Both are, but particularly the right hand, and then drop back down to center. Nice job. From here, we're gonna walk our hands to the top of our mat, and then we're gonna come back into our plank position. We're gonna hold it for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the knees down. Cross your knees underneath you and come down to a seated position. We're gonna move into the soft. So our feet are gonna be hip width apart here. Feet can be bent on your mat or fully extended. Feet are width of your mat, so pretty wide this time. I want you to flex the feet. Arms are gonna be out to your side. We're gonna twist, and we're gonna dive forward, pinky finger to pinky toe, and come back up as seated. Twist through the spine, sitting up nice and tall. Dive forward, pulse, 2, and 1. Come back up seated. Twist, find your twist, pulse, 3, 2, 1. I added a pulse in. Twist, here we go. Pulse, 3, 2, 1. Pinky finger over to pinky toe. We're diving up and over. Pulse, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Here we go. Pulse, 3. We have 1 more on each side. And the reason why we just did wide angle forward fold on our mat is to prepare and lengthen up the hamstrings for this. Here we go, pulse 3, 2, 1. Nice job. From here, we're gonna cross our legs underneath us again. We're gonna come into tabletop and we're gonna come all the way down on our mat. So find the center of your mat. Hands are facing forward. We're gonna do the single leg kick, but actually we're gonna do 2 of them on each side from plank first. You can also do this from your forearms. So pick whatever is best for you. I'm actually gonna come down to my forearms. So join me here. Plug one foot back, plug the other foot back. We are going to flex, point, and then drop the foot down. Flex, point. 2 more times each side. Flex, point, and drop. Inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. One more time. And exhale, drop the knees down, drop the belly down. We're gonna do the same thing. Single leg kick, but now from our hips. And I would say our stomach, but we're raising our stomach up, remember, off the floor as we do this. So we're on our elbows. Our elbows are right underneath our shoulders. We are contracting our core, our powerhouse, raising it up, drawing our tailbone, lengthening out our tailbone so our hips are coming down to the floor. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. 2 more times. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. 1 more time. Flex, point, and lower. Flex, point, and lower. We're gonna come into a double straight leg kick, but first take a little bit of a rest. Bring your hands underneath your forehead, rock your hips side to side. Nice job, guys. Woo! We're gonna bring one of our side of our face down to our mat. We're gonna grab onto 3 fingers. Legs are long. Powerhouse is contracted, tailbone is reaching long down toward the floor, or we're plugging our pelvis down into the floor. We're gonna flex, and lower the feet down and raise up the upper body. Come to the other side of the face. Here we go. Flex, and lower. Raise it up. So on our flex, we're really activating the hamstrings, the glutes, lower it down. And without proper alignment, without trying to press the pelvis down, without lifting the powerhouse, we're not really getting much out of this. So it's really important to prep for that first. We have 1 more here, guys. Here we go. Pulse 2, 1. Lengthen up the feet. Come on up. Release the hands. You can raise up the legs here if you want to. Holding for 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Come all the way down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press back into child's pose. For a little piece of hand. Nice job, guys. Finding your way to the center of the mat. Cross the legs underneath you. We're going to come to the next fold down. Come down to seated. Extend your legs long out in front of you. So feet are planted forward, legs fully extended. Feet are going to be flexed for this one. They can be hip width apart. Feet are flexed if your legs are extended. Hands are going to come up all the way overhead. We're going to make fists. We're going to lean back as one piece of steel until we can't anymore. And then from here, we're going to press the belly button back through the spine and then articulate all the way down. From here, here's the hard part. If you need to, you can use your hands to walk up. But the challenge is bringing the hands behind the head and then rounding up through the spine. I want you to dive your elbows down between your knees. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Come back up to seated, sitting up nice and tall. As if someone's lifting you up through the spine, hands up overhead, make this. This is no joke, but you guys are doing it. You're killing it. We got 2 more to do all together. Here we go. Lean back as one piece of steel. And then articulate down through the spine. Reach your hands in opposition. This is like this. This one is so particularly hard. Rounding up through the spine. No momentum here as much as you can. And then pulse 3, 2, 1. Last time. Here we go. Extending arms up. Lean, 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 lean. Lean until you can't anymore. And then articulate down through the spine. Nice job. Reach the hands back. Hands come back overhead one last time. Round it through the spine. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands out to our side. We're going to do spinal twist. Draw the feet together. If you want to, feet can be planted, but if not, flex the feet. Legs are zipped up. We're going to pulse 3, 2, 1. And I want the feet to stay the same evenly. So you're going to notice here, check out your feet or feel them. There's a tendency for one foot to reach further, but I want the action to happen in the spine. So we're just manipulating the spine here. Pulse 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Pulse 3, 2. One more time each way. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job coming back to center. We're gonna move into the side kick series, but I gotta check the time. Yes, we have 10 more minutes. Okay, all right. We're gonna do as much as we can. Lining your body up with the back half of your mat, so we can be up on our elbow, or you can be down this way. But if you're down this way, I want you to create this little space. And because we're reaching the top hip long, we're reaching it down and away. Either way, feet are gonna come to the front corner. I'm gonna come up into my forearm, and I highly recommending alternating between both. So come down to your elbow when your neck is tired. The bottom foot is gonna kind of tuck under, my toes tuck under here. And all we're gonna do is flex the top foot, and we're gonna raise it up and lower. Raise and lower for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, raise it up, bring it back down to center, point the toe, draw baby circles to the back, don't let your powerhouse move. For 4, 3, 2, circle to the front, for 8, 7, reaching that leg long out of the hip socket, 4, 3, 2, nice job. We're gonna kick forward and then reach it to the back. Flex it, kick it forward twice and then reach it to the back. 4 more, kick, and reach. Kick, and reach. Kick, try not to let that powerhouse move. Kick, and reach. Kick, and reach. Bicycle, send the leg to the front, bend the knee, send that shape to the back, and then extend the leg. Reach the foot to the front, bend the knee, send the shape to the back, and then extend 3 more. Move it forward, bend your knee, shift the shape to the back without letting the powerhouse move, and extend. Reach and bend, send it to the back, and extend. 1 more time. Nice job. And extend, bring the feet together. We're gonna turn the top leg out, but we're not gonna let the hips move. The knee is trying to face the ceiling here. We're gonna flex and then point it down. 7 more. Flex and point. Flex and point. Here's 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Passe kicks, guys. Raise it up. Bend the knee and squeeze the leg down. We have 5 more. Raise it up. Bend the knee. Squeeze it down. Raise it up. Bend the knee. Squeeze it down. 2 more. Point and squeeze. Point and squeeze. Now we have 3 taps to the front and raise. 3 taps and raise. 3 taps. Hot potato and raise. 3 taps and raise. Here's last 2. Last 1. Nice job. From here, join me up on your forearm no matter where you are. You can bend your knees if you have to. We're going to press up into a side plank. If you want to, you can also extend the legs long out in front of you. Reach the arm up towards the ceiling. You can take some thread the needles if you want. Inhale, reach. Or you can just hold it. Last 2. If you're threading the needle. Last 1. Nice job. Bring your knees down on the floor. Knees are stacked here. Reach your left hand or same hand you're sitting on. Reach up and over in your mermaid. Nice job. All the way up and over. Feel the stretch from the fingertips all the way down to the hip. Come back up to seated. We're going to take this top leg and we're going to cross it over into a cow face pose to stretch out the hip. If this is too much, you can come into reclined pigeon. But if you want to try cow face, the goal of this is this is supposed to look like a cow face, like a mouth kind of. Maybe these are the ears, I'm not really sure. Once you arrive, seated on both hips nicely, reach your spine, sitting up nice and tall, reach up and over. Hands can come to wherever it's comfortable. We're just really getting into that top hip, really opening that hip up. Like I said, you can come into your pigeon pose if that feels better for you. And from here, guys, we're gonna repeat on the other side. Coming back up, and I think that's all we have time for. Yes, we have 5 more minutes. Beautiful. Coming down, lining your body up with the back half of your mat. Remember, alternate from where you are in your hand position, your shoulder position. Draw the feet to the corner of your mat. Tuck the bottom toe under. Flex the top foot. Activate this rib cage, these obliques here. We're not sinking down into our shoulder. I really want you to, for integrity's sake, press it out of the shoulder. Engage the obliques. Here we go. Lift and lower for 8 and 7. And we're reaching this leg long. Like I am reaching my leg almost like I'm trying to reach for something across the room. 3. We're going to go into our baby circles to the back first. Point your toe. Circle for 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't let this area move. 3, 2, still reaching the toes. Circle to the front for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now small kicks, 2 kicks to the front. Flex it forward and reach it to the back. Kick, kick, and reach. Kick, kick. We have our bicycles up on deck. Kick, kick, and reach. 2 more, guys. Kick, kick, and reach. Woo, I can feel it in the hips. And reach. I'm gonna come down. We're gonna reach the leg forward, bend the knee, shift the shape to the back, keep the knees hip height, and then extend the foot to the back. Reach it forward, bend the knee, reach it to the back, and then extend. Each movement is purposeful. Each movement has integrity. Shift it to the back, and then extend. 2 more. Reach it forward. We're still trying to engage the powerhouse and not let this area move. 1 more time. 1 last bicycle. Nice job. Shift it to the back and then extend. Bring the feet on top of each other. Turn the top knee or the knee up towards the ceiling. We're going to flex it up and then point it down. Flex it up and then point it down. We have 6 more. Flex it up, point it down. Flex and point. My hamstring on this side is just incredible. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I do. 1 more time. Woo! Kick it up. Bring the knee, the toe to the knee, and slide it down. Squeeze the inner thighs and the back of the glute. Point it up. Bring the toe to the knee, slide it down. 6 more. Point it up. Bring the toe to the knee, slide it down. Nice job, guys. After this, we have hot potato. Slide it down. Tap 3 times and raise it up. And raise. Really quick. 1, 2, 3, and raise. Tap 1, 2, 3. 2 more times each side. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Use momentum here. Kick it up. 1 more time each side. Last time. Let's come on up to press up into our side plank. Like I said, you can come up onto your knees here if you want to and thread the needle. Or if you want to, extend your legs long and press all the way up. Here we go. We're going to thread the needle and then raise it up 3 more times. Thread. And raise. And if you can lift up your hips a tiny bit as the arm comes down, a little extra added bonus. 1 more time. Nice job. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Hips come down. Bend your knees. Let's do mermaid on this side. So same arm is seated hip. Reach your hand up. Reach all the way up and over. Feel the stretch all the way down the side. Reach the hand all the way up and down towards the floor. Forearm comes down, reach up and over. Come all the way up. We're going to take this top leg and bring it all the way around. So you can come into reclined pigeon here if you want to. So here, or stack the knees. Feet come out to the side. Hips, as you can see, I was really raised up here. Both hips drop down, sitting up nice and tall through the spine. Reach forward through the spine first, hands come down, and then you can reach up and over with the rest of your body, with your head and your neck, holding it here for 4 and 3. And we're gonna finish up with the seal. 2 and 1, nice job. So we're gonna turn to face the top of our mat. We're gonna do 1 last massage for the spine. I'm so proud of you guys. Every week I'm so proud of you guys, but Pilates is no joke. We're going to take our hands, we're going to spread them between our hands, the toes are together and the knees are apart. We're going to rock back to find our balance. It really isn't. It really isn't. It's a lot of work. It's a lot harder than people expect it to be. Clap the feet together 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Roll down through the spine. Clap back. 1, 2, 3. On up. Find your balance. 1, 2, 3. Roll it back. Clap. 1, 2, 3. On up. Find your balance. 1, 2, 3. Roll it back. 1, 2, 3. On up. 1, 2, 3. Roll it back. 1, 2, 3. On up. 1 more time, guys. Roll it back. 1, 2, 3. On up. Find your balance. Clap. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Come down to seated. We're going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales to finish up today. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands back down. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale, hands back down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. And I thank you so much for joining today. I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope to see you next Monday. Great job. Great job. Thank you so much.